Welcome to the Flip Thinking Podcast. In this podcast, you'll listen to intimate conversations between Berthold Gunster and his guests. Together, they'll explore the guest's personal problem and try to make it feel lighter or make it disappear altogether. This can be achieved in different ways. Sometimes they can simply solve the problem, but more often than not, they'll find that they have to let go of expectations or views they hold about themselves. At other times, they can only observe the fact that there is a problem without judging it. And in some cases, they can flip think the problem.
Good morning. It's morning here now. Who are you?
My name is Christina. I am 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I have a husband and a 10-month-old baby.
There's a little difference between years and months, right? Yeah. 10 months old baby, a girl, boy.
Girl.
How's she doing?
Yeah, she's going quite well, but lately crying more, don't want to go to sleep, really active.
Rough nights now and then,
Yeah.
I presume.
Yeah, rough nights, less sleep than before.
Yeah.
Because before she was sleeping like a baby.
Yeah.
But
now she's awake like a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now she's awake like a baby. And I have two dogs, a golden retriever and Pomeranian.
Yeah.
So the house.
And like me, you are from the Netherlands.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm from the Netherlands.
And something, a kind of professional hobby, something you do?
At the moment, I'm a housevrouw.
Yeah, housewife. Unemployed.
Unemployed.
Taking care of the dogs and your girl.
Yes.
Right.
And for hobbies, also part of my problem is.
We go to the problem right away. That's fine for me. Yeah. What's part of your problem then?
I can have a lot of hobbies, and at the moment I like to learn drawing.
Mm.
And as a kid, I also loved drawing.
Yeah.
But in the years, more of my attention went to schooling, career. And now that I am more at home, I would like to draw and learn how to draw. But then I think, I would also like to learn to paint. And I would also like to learn to program.
Right, yeah.
So,
And this list goes on and on and on and on?
Yes.
So now we have entered the field of your problem, right? So would you define your problem as I want too much? How would you describe your problem then?
Yeah, I want too much, and I would describe it as I cannot focus. And I think if I would focus, I would accomplish a lot. But I always get distracted, and then I start. The example of the drawing. I start drawing. I like the drawing. I get a bit frustrated because I cannot draw like a professional.
Like you want to be, to be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the meanwhile, I get distracted, and I think maybe I should start also
pick up a new hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And be lousy at that too.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
So you have a lot of hobbies, but in none of them you are reaching a level that you are satisfied with.
Yeah, that's a main thing in my life. I start something, but I never really go through with it. And I think if I would go through with it, I would accomplish a lot. So I'm a bit frustrated with myself because I think if I would just stay focused, I would accomplish many amazing things.
And be successful in life.
Yeah.
So how is this a problem? Can't you just be satisfied? Now I do this, now I do that. And all these things are mediocre. I like them. And I like just starting new things. Then I become a little bit qualified. But before getting really professional, I just do a new... What's wrong with living this way? Why not just live your way, doing things and stopping if you don't like them anymore? What's wrong with that?
I think it's causing stress because every time I start a new hobby or a new thing, it's when you start something new, it's really stressful in the beginning, the learning process. And I always stay in that stressful state.
Isn't this stressful state just nice and a sign of that you are learning, which is difficult? And what's wrong with stress in your life? You feel I'm hesitating to embrace your problem and think, she needs more success. I want to help her. I'm just take a little break. So what's wrong with just doing new things, being stressed in the beginning and do a new thing? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I feel I don't feel so good when I get so stressed, and I also get really frustrated, and I have a perfection goal. goal of perfection.
So now we have the aim for success and the aim for perfection.
Yeah, and in my head also I think I can reach perfection, but because I always give up, I will never reach it.
And what is wrong with that? So you die. This is the worst case scenario, right?
Yeah.
You die mediocre, average, like normal people, without being very successful or very good in something, but you enjoyed doing new things. What's wrong with a life without success?
Horrible.
Why? But this comes out quite natural. Horrible, right? There's a lot of anger there, a lot of frustration. What's so horrible about not being successful? And let me tell something to you, but also to the listeners. There's a lot of literature about being successful, getting everything out of yourself and using your talents. And you are here on earth, you have to accomplish something. I feel a little bit hesitant about this whole field of success. So this is where I try to slow down with you and look at success in itself as something to reach for. So I pose again the same question. What is the problem in life without success?
Yeah, good question.
Thank you.
Yes.
There's a long pause here.
I think I feel rest if I accomplish success.
Then you can be at ease.
Yeah.
I know this is completely natural because this is what you want to obtain.
Yeah.
But that's not an answer to my question. What is wrong with having no success at all? Enjoying life, doing new things, a little bit stressful in the beginning, but then start a new thing, being stressful again, and start a new thing, being stressful again. As long as you enjoy this life, what is wrong with a life with no success?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, then think about the question more thoroughly. What's wrong with it? Again, same question. What is wrong with a life with no success? Why is success so important for you?
Yeah, I don't know.
This is an intriguing silence, right?
Yeah.
You never thought about this question, I presume.
I think I thought about it, but never long.
All right.
Because I listened to the podcast and I also discussed my problem with my dad. And he asked me a question like this, what looks like this question. Yeah. But yeah, I was like, yeah, maybe there is nothing wrong with it. But I don't know why in my head there is something.
Yeah, where is this stressful feeling coming from? What source that gives you the feeling that being unsuccessful is a problem?
Yeah.
Where does it derive from? What's the origin? What's wrong with you having no success?
Then I think I want to shine in life.
And is shining the same as being successful?
Yeah, in a way. Maybe you want people to look up to you and having
respect for you, admire you,
respect,
followers, admirers, fans.
Yeah.
And in the best case scenario, if you are very successful and people see this and you have followers or whatever, how do they label you? What do they think of you? What kind of person do they think you are?
Cool, I think.
Cool, very cool.
Interesting, good. Yeah, I think...
These are all labels you stick upon being successful, right? So now being unsuccessful, how would people look to you when you are not successful?
Not interesting. Not someone you want to be maybe friends with or hang out with.
Yeah. Boring.
Yeah, boring.
Yeah. So is the main goal, the main side effect of being successful that it helps you to obtain friends, relationship, warm
connections, relationships, that people look up to you, want to be in your life, I think.
Okay, so you have this kind of paradigm in your head, the basic idea that being successful gives you friends, and being unsuccessful makes you be with a lousy group of just a few, maybe family, people who know you from your childhood, but nobody will be interested in you.
Yeah.
So this is your main idea about success.
Yeah.
Okay, is this idea true? Is this how it works in life?
I think throughout the years, school, work, you see that people reach out to people that are successful. They want to hang with people that are successful, I think.
Okay. And are these people friends or are these people just fans and followers?
Yeah,
Raising the question is giving an answer, right?
Yeah.
These people are fans, aren't they?
Yeah.
Maybe you can reach a lot of fans by being very successful.
Yeah.
Maybe some of these fans can change into friends, but you can't be sure of this, are you?
No, true, because they're then connected to the success.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not to me.
Right. This is right. So it could be even true that as long as you are successful, they are your friends in a way, friends. And at the moment you are losing success, they will leave you.
Yeah.
Because if success is what binds them to you, then being not successful, the bond will be broken, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so having a closer look to the concept of success, how it is planted in your head, is success something you still want to achieve? Isn't there a more important goal, having friends? Let's put it me otherwise. What do you prefer, a life of success without friends or a life with friends without success?
And to be honest...
Well, don't be honest. Be honest, yeah. So you are very successful, but nobody really loves you. But a lot of people are fan and you're on Instagram and everybody. But nobody really loves you. You know, they accept you, they like you, they admire you. They want your signature, but only because your success reflects on them.
Yeah.
Because everybody thinks, oh, do you know this wonderful, successful girl? Yeah, I know her. Oh, that's great. So there's a bond between you thanks to your success. But there's no real love there. This is option one. The other option is there's a lot of love. You have your husband, you have your child, there's family, there's some intimate friends around you. You have a wonderful life with a lot of love, but no success. Which life would you prefer? To be honest.
Yeah, really hard question.
Yeah.
Because I really want...
You really like success.
Yeah.
You're born for success.
Yeah.
You think the main topic in life is to be successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on the other side, I feel I also want a connection with people. Yeah. Also, what I look for in a job, I tried a few jobs over the years. And I feel like I'm not really looking for a specific expertise to do, but more for the connection with colleagues. So I think deep inside,
you're answering my question, right?
Yeah.
Deep inside, you long for friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what you want.
Yes.
And in your head, there's this idea planted that by being successful, you are able to obtain more friends than by being average or just doing your thing without success.
Yeah.
So now having a closer look to this concept, we must both conclude this concept is a false concept, right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's really deep.
It's really deep. So could you tell me something about your childhood and success and your parents and your upbringing? How was success labeled? How were convictions around success implanted in your thinking about life?
Success was always really important. Doing good at school.
Getting high grades?
Getting high grades. Not super high, but 7 is... not high achiever high, but going somewhere in life, getting a good job eventually.
On a 7 in Holland, in the Netherlands, a scale from 1 to 10, right? 7 is good enough. Yeah. So this doesn't feel like a background where you are pushed to be successful. It feels like that is fine enough, that's good enough.
There was a push to be successful, but not to be the very best. That's something that I add myself.
You did yourself, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And maybe because in my upbringing, I did not feel I have a lot of friends in lower school, middle school.
Yeah.
I was also, how do you say it, the only child of color in the community where I grew up, in the class. And I also felt like that was part of the reason I did not have a lot of friends. So,
you felt alone in a way.
Yeah, so I think I added, I need to be successful, then they want to be friends with me. Then I have something that will attract them to me.
Right, like other people think, when I'm attractive or when I'm rich or when whatever, then I have friends. Yeah. Right? So this is an idea that has been installed in your head by yourself. Which started from the experience that in a way you were a lonely child in class, right?
Yeah.
So how did this feel to be lonely? Could you tell me something about this? Did you feel sad, lonely, bullied around, or quiet and unseen? How were your feelings at that time as a younger version of yourself?
Yeah, I think I feel lonely and also frustrated because I think I never had a low esteem. I always thought I would be a really nice friend.
Mm-hmm.
I would be cool to hang with, but they don't want to hang with me.
Yeah.
And I was frustrated by that, I think, and really angry,
Mm-hmm.
angry person. And I still feel that anger, but also sadness. Also now talking about it, I feel that I'm getting a bit sad about it.
Can you tell me something about it?
Yeah, I think it's pretty deep because it lasted a really long while. It lasted, lower school and middle school. It stopped when I went to my higher education. Yeah. But at that time, people also looked up to me because I was doing pretty good in higher education.
Getting your grades.
Getting good grades. People were really looking up to me.
Were there more people of color there also?
Oh, yeah, not a lot, but people were more open-minded than where I grew up because I wasn't in a village anymore. I was in a city, and people came from everywhere, also from places where there are more people of color.
Yeah.
So they were more open-minded. And
you have felt that.
Yeah, and I felt connection, and I was really, really happy. But I also saw that, the success that I was experiencing add to that. I became more popular.
This is a critical question. Did you become more popular because you had high grades? Or did you become more popular because they just accepted you and they took you for who you were? Would they still be the same to you if you had some lower grades?
A few of the people, I think, yeah. I think maybe a few looked at the success more, but also a great part were true connections at the time. Yeah.
So then you experienced that not having success would still give you some important friends, right?
Yeah.
So could I now conclude with you that during your first period of your life in this small town, as the only black girl in class, you have made up this story in your life. When I am successful, I will get more friends. That this became a kind of a guideline for the future.
Yeah.
You experience on a higher educational level that not having success would be fine too in regards to friends. But still now you have this idea that being successful will give you more friends.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is the summary of this conversation, what I have with you until now, right?
Yeah.
So why not drop the idea of success then now? Just drop it. There's a lot of hesitation there.
Yeah.
You have this kind of hope, this kind of thing to hold on to. If I'm successful, then I belong.
Yeah.
So then my next question is, do you still have the feeling of not belonging now at this moment in your life? Do you still have this basic, fundamental, irritating, annoying, difficult feeling that you really don't belong in a way?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I still have it.
This must be very sad.
Yeah. I do have now a really good connection with my family and with my husband.
Is he of color?
No, he's not of color.
He's white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with other people outside my family, I feel I don't belong.
Right. And this is a basic feeling you have in life until today.
Yeah.
Because we want to operate in this podcast, and hopefully this feeling gets out of you, that of not belonging. Yeah. But this is a very stubborn, deep, long-lasting feeling.
Yeah.
I do not belong.
Yeah.
How would you describe somebody who does not belong? What kind of self-image do you have being somebody not belonging?
Maybe not a good person.
And we are looking for words, right? I'm trying to help you. How would the words abnormal and normal feel? I'm not one as everybody, and I want to be as everybody.
Yeah, I think it's...
The outsider or the insider. I'm looking for words. I'm just trying, and I'm tasting, feeling with you how these words land in you.
Yeah, I think not lovable. Unlovable.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
Not lovable. It can't get any worse, can it?
No.
Who wants to be not lovable?
Yeah.
So you have this idea, again, a kind of summary in between. I am not lovable, but when I'm successful, I'm lovable.
Yeah.
This is the deeper structure you have constructed for yourself, how life works.
Yeah.
I'm not lovable. But when I'm successful,
Yeah.
I will be loved.
Yeah, when
Yeah?
For example, when I am really good at drawing, oh, she's so good at drawing.
Oh, we love her.
Yeah.
Come to our party. We
Yeah.
buy a drink. Let's go to a feast. We love you. Come live with us.
Yeah.
Take my car. Drive along with it. Bring it back whenever you want to. We love you.
Yeah.
My basic idea about myself: I'm not lovable,
Mm-hmm.
but when I'm successful, I will be loved.
Yeah.
Is this how life works?
Yeah.
Have you installed a construction of life which is true and it really helps you? No, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what you do want to be is to be loved.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you want.
Yes.
Are you loved now? You already answered this question, yes, by your husband. I presume your daughter.
Mm-hmm. My
family,
dogs.
your dogs, not unimportant. Your
That's
dogs.
why I like dogs. Unconditional
They
love.
love. Yeah, right. And nothing wrong with that. And they
No.
do love.
Yeah.
If I ask you, do you feel loved now? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Maybe you like some more people to love you, but you have people that love you.
Mm-hmm.
So you know by experience that you can be loved.
Mm-hmm.
So why have the goal to be loved more than you are loved now?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you have this deep feeling of being not lovable.
Yeah.
And you carry it still with you.
Yeah.
And this deeper feeling of being not lovable is frustrating everything. It even makes the fact that you are loved by a lot of people of minor importance than it actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
This is a solid yes from you, right?
Yes. For example, my husband, I know he really loves me, but still I carry it with me.
Right.
Indeed.
He must be kind of weird or strange that he loves you. He's
Yeah.
crazy, or is there something wrong with him? Yeah, this is what. Yeah, you recognize it.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, so this is. We are laughing now, and this is a nice conversation, and I like to keep it that way, to keep it light. But the feeling of being not lovable, by definition, because who you are, this is of course a frustrating feeling that makes everything in life loses its light or its shine. It makes life really a hard thing to experience for you.
Yeah.
Who wants to live with the idea of being not lovable?
Yeah.
Even by your husband, doubting if he really loves you.
Yeah.
While knowing, of course, knowing that he does.
Mm-hmm.
There's this discrepancy between what you know he loves you and what you now and then feel he doesn't love me.
Yeah. It's really hard.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to get rid of it.
I
So
know.
that's why I try
I know.
to
That's
be
why you're here. So the only thing is, you have this self-image being not lovable, and if you want to fight it, if you want to get rid of it, you're only strengthening it.
Mm-hmm.
You only make this self-image, this self-idea of who you are stronger by trying to solve it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can predict for you how much success you will ever have in life. This feeling won't go away. It never will go away. If you fight it, you make it stronger. Now, knowing rationally that you are loved by people in your surroundings, already now, knowing this rationally, we have to let go of the emotional idea of not being a lovable person. And so I would advise you just to make a joke about it, make fun of it, and love yourself like a mother that can love a daughter. When she thinks I'm not lovable, the mother can say, well, you're my child, I love you. What's wrong with you? You are lovable. So can you embrace yourself, looking at yourself while feeling not lovable, and love this girl or woman as you are? Can you embrace this idea?
Yeah, I think so.
There's some first attempt here, I feel.
Yeah.
What's happening with you right now?
Yeah, I feel struggle because I think, if I look at my daughter, I feel so much love. And if she would think that about herself, I'm not lovable.
Oh, you would pity her, right? You would take her, embrace her, and say, come here, you're my daughter, it's okay.
Yeah.
Are you able to do this with yourself?
I think I'm able, but...
There's a lot of hesitation here, right? It's really deep, this feeling, being not lovable, right?
Yeah, it's really deep. Because I think also it was a large part of my life that I felt the sadness and frustration.
And
the
reality of being excluded, which was a fact in your school life, right?
Yeah.
It was a fact. You were a lonely child.
Yeah.
Then you concluded I'm not lovable, which was a conviction, an idea. And then you've made up, when I'm successful, I will be loved.
Yeah.
See yourself as who you are now. And look with a smile on your face to the fact that you feel not loved, but you know that you are.
Yeah.
When I look at you, you're really tasting, looking, observing this idea, and it's difficult for you to embrace this, right?
Yeah, it will take me some time, but...
But we do agree that the real problem is your self-image being not lovable. This is the source of why you need success.
Yeah.
And why you are angry with yourself, trying a new hobby, and not finishing it. You have to finish it.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, you're not rid of this problem right now.
No.
But for me, we are at the end of this podcast because we know the source of your frustration.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing, it's difficult more than only, but the thing you can do in the future is look in the mirror and then smile at yourself and make a joke about the fact, well, she speak in the third person, she thinks she's not lovable, but we know better.
Yeah.
And love the person that feels not lovable.
Yes.
And how is it with your original problem? I'm frustrated because I don't finish things, I'm not successful. How is it with this whole question you came here?
Now looking back, I think it's two feelings, a bit of a shock.
Yeah?
A bit of a shock. But also I could have predicted it, that it's logical for me now looking back.
It's not strange.
No, because I didn't know what... I had a problem, I cannot focus. But the reason I want to focus so bad and try another hobby is because I think, okay, this hobby is going to make me successful. No,
then I have friends.
Yeah.
Then I will be loved.
Yeah. So...
which is an illusion.
Yeah.
So now you are here sitting without this motivation, being successful. This must feel a little bit handicapped, as if something is pulling out of you, right?
Yeah.
You lose something, a kind of idea of this is how life could work for me. Now you don't have this agenda anymore.
No. So yeah, I feel like my ship doesn't have direction anymore.
Right. Yeah, that's a great description. You made a kind of story. This is how life works, but this story it just isn't right. It's a story that isn't true.
Yeah.
So this story ends right now, here, today.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Imagine that you would have become successful in something. You would have had a lot of followers and admirers, and then come to the conclusion in 30 years that none of them really loves you, but you only have fans. So then you would feel disappointed. More disappointed than you feel now, losing this story.
Yeah, it's a breakthrough.
Yeah, is it a breakthrough?
Yeah, for me it is. I have indeed some doubts from how am I going to go further from
What's your new direction? What's your new focus?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. Do you have first answers to this question? What's your new focus then? Now, life is not about success. So what's life about now?
Yeah, having fun.
Yeah, and loving the ones you love and be loved by them.
Yeah.
Love your daughter and feel the love your daughter can feel for you. That's it.
Yeah.
Which was your main goal in the beginning.
Yeah.
And this is what I hope your new direction might be. Just feel loved and express the love you feel for others. Because if there's something you want, you can start giving it.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
So love your daughter, love your man, love what you do, and love the old things you do again and again and again new because you like to do new things, and that's it.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can lead a life very simple, light and easy in this way without this burden of having to be successful.
Yeah.
You are here and you already belong. Nothing more to chase for.
Yeah. I hope I can lose the chase.
Yeah, me too. Me too. But it's deeply implanted in you. So
yeah,
it takes some time.
Yeah.
But you'll get there.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. And I wonder how many new hobbies you will start and how you will enjoy them.
I will let you know.
Keep on doing so. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Do you want to flip think your own problem too? In Berthold Gunster's bestseller Flip Thinking, you will learn all about the life-changing art of turning problems into opportunities. Flip Thinking is available in England, Italy, Portugal, South Korea, United States, and soon in 17 other countries too. For info, check out flipthinking.info.